Your painter was 5 minutes late. Why is he using a brush to paint the wall? Why is he rolling the wall first? Why do you only have 1 or 2 guys on my job site? These are all red flags, guys, and we're going to talk about it right after this. Okay, so if you're in any service industry, painting for us, a restaurant, you're a carpenter, you're an electrician, you're going to have those customers that drive you, your crew, and your office nuts. Just plain old nuts. How do you end that? How do you stop it? How do you avoid it? Well, I mean, you can try to pre-qualify every estimate. That's what we do. So we ask a whole bunch of questions beforehand, before we even go out to do the estimate. There's a series, I believe it's 8 or 9 questions that we ask, and we're listening. So we'll ask a question. Have you ever used a professional painter before? And what we're listening to there is, well, no, I've never used a professional painter before. And that's going to tell us that they really don't have any idea how much this is going to cost. That's not a red flag. There could be another one where they say, yes, I've used 6 or 7 other painters before, and then our answer to that would be, well, out of the 6 and 7 that you've used, you couldn't find one that you really like and you keep going back to, so why would you be calling another painting company? That in there could be a red flag. Number 2 is the time frame. What's your time frame for this project? And they'll say, oh, we've had this. We need it done tomorrow. Well, that's a red flag, because they're not thinking about quality. They may not respect your work, thinking that they can just call a professional company and somebody's available tomorrow. That's a red flag. So assume that they all got through the pre-qualification questions. We go out and do the estimate. Usually it's me. What happens is I'm interviewing that client, that customer, potential customer, as they should be doing to me. So just because we're going out to an estimate does not mean that we'll work for you or for that customer. You have to keep that in your head and not just chase every estimate. 10 estimates we do, maybe we get 4 of them. Maybe 2 of them are not the right fit for us. And what we like to do is refer them out to some other professional companies that we know that might be a better fit. We're not for everybody, and everybody's not for us. So you have to look at those red flags and just keep your ears open. You can hear them. I'll go out and, hey, did you get any other estimates? And they'll say, oh yeah, this is my 5th. And I'll say, 5? You need 5 estimates to paint your bedroom? That doesn't make sense to me. And I'll dive deeper into that. But these are the questions you have to ask. They might tell you that, hey, I fired the last 2 painters that were here. That is a huge red flag. Huge. And I'll ask why. Why did you fire the last 2 painting companies that were here? Or why did you not like the last 2 or 3 painting companies that were in your house? What did they do that made you upset? And it could be legitimate. More case than not, it's unrealistic and unreasonable expectations from that customer. And you know who they are. They have the halogen light that they're shining at the wall. They didn't tell me this when I did the estimate. The estimate, they're generally very nice. They can't wait to get somebody in there. They appreciate us coming out. It's all good. Some of these people are going to sneak by these red flags and not show them to you until the first day. When your painter shows up and you've estimated the job for 1 painter, he shows up and they say, 1 painter? 1 painter can't paint this bedroom. I need 4 painters here and I need them tomorrow. That's what happens, guys. We get calls all the time. We try to avoid that by doing our pre-qualification, by doing my estimate on site, by explaining very clearly how we're going to do the jobs. Very clearly. I explain it on site, and I tell you, I can almost recite my estimates from customer to customer. And when we get on the job, that customer will insist insist I never said what I know I said because I wrote it down. We've taken to audio recording estimates just for my own training inside the office, and customers know this. It's in an email that we send them beforehand, and it's amazing how many times we'll get a call in the office and it's, this customer needs this, that you told him this, you told him that, you told him this, and I'll say, no, I didn't. Here's the estimate. Listen to it. Nowhere in there did he tell me that this job had to be done in 2 days and it was due by October 10th. No, it says, I don't care when this job is done. 4, 6, 8 weeks, we don't care. It's not a big deal. We have nothing going on. And I'm telling you, it happens. We get calls all the time. I can look on the calendar right now and tell you jobs that we're doing, probably doing, I don't know, 8, 9 jobs right now. And I know 2 of them are driving the staff crazy. Driving them crazy. Because of unreasonable, unrealistic, and unsaid expectations. And doing work that's not even on the work order that we didn't sign up for. Happens all the time. We bid a job for 1 coat. A lot of times trim, it's already painted, already has the sheen on it. It looks good. I'm not going to say you need 2 coats and just charge it for 2 coats. We'll put a lot of times 1 coat of the same sheen, same finish, same paint. And you know what? Sometimes it doesn't cover. Sometimes. So in that case, if it needs a whole complete another coat, that's on the customer. That's not on us. I can't guarantee that it's going to cover. And if I would have, I would have said 2 coats on the initial estimate and took a gamble that it's definitely going to cover in 2, but maybe it'll cover in 1. And then, you know, if the painter did it in 1 coat and you charge for 2, and they know that, the customer's going to want the money back. So it goes both ways. Do you understand what I'm saying? So these customers who do this drive the company crazy, drive the office crazy. It does not make your job better when you're complaining. It does not. The painters don't want to be there. They want to get done quicker. They move faster. They're walking on eggshells trying to hope that this customer's not going to yell at them again. We don't like our customers to be abusive, obviously. We don't treat anybody like that at all. Otherwise, they wouldn't work here. So it's just amazing to me how sometimes these unrealistic expectations, unreasonable expectations, were really missed on the estimate. And sometimes that's my